Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel that is Science Unlocked, and in today's video we are going to start with a new session, a new series where we are going to target the syllabus of class 7th NCERT science booklet. Now here we will be covering up the lessons of this particular book that I have mentioned. Now the very first topic that we are going to do in today's session is about the concept of nutrition. Now whenever we talk about nutrition, it is more or less the food that we are eating. But in this particular aspect, it is not only the food that we are eating, but also the nutrients which are inside the food and how exactly those nutrients are making an impact in the body who is consuming that particular food. For example, the kind of lifestyle, the kind of health, the kind of dietary nutritions that the particular individual is taking, then the probable set of diseases he or she may have. Now what happens is this is all going to be based on the food that we are eating. So it's quite obvious that it is the food which is deciding all these factors, and the food that we are eating is not only supposed to provide us the nutrition, but one of the major role of food that we are eating is with reference to the energy requirement. So with today's session we are going to start with this particular chapter, that is nutrition in case of plants. Now here we will not only going to talk about how exactly plants make their food, but we will also talk about how they gather different set of foods. Now you must be thinking that why am I saying this thing, that gathering of food? The reason behind that is that in the upcoming session you will find out that there are certain specific ways which are related with this particular aspect, where the plants are not purely making the food but they are simply gathering it from different means. We'll get to know about all those things, but in a short period of time. But the very first thing that we are going to talk about in this particular session is about the modes of nutrition. Means what are the different ways with which a particular organism is obtaining its food, whether when we talk about its own making process, that is autotrophic, and whether we talk about the second category, that is the heterotrophic, where the person is not making it on their own but simply gathering it from other sources. As the name itself suggests, autotrophic mode of nutrition will be the set of nutrition where the organism is capable of making their own food, whereas in case of heterotrophic they cannot do so, so obviously they are dependent on external factors. Now those external factors can be anything. But the very first thing that we are tackling over here with reference to modes of nutrition is a little bit detail about the autotrophic nutrition. And whenever we talk about autotrophic mode of nutrition, the very first thing that come to our mind is about plants and the process of photosynthesis. Now we all know the term photosynthesis is basically the process where we are talking about the capability of plants of making their own foods, synthesizing their own food with the help of sunlight. But in case of autotrophic nutrition, we are going to go in detail of this particular process, where the particular organism whom we are putting into the concept of autotrophic nutrition or autotrophic organism, that particular organism will actually going to consume these simple inorganic matter from the nature, and ultimately it will going to utilize it for the purpose of making a final product, that is the food. Now apart from these basic inorganic material or matter, that is carbon dioxide and water, apart from these two things there are two more things into this particular process which play a very important role, that is chlorophyll and sunlight. Now we all know that sunlight is the ultimate source of energy on earth, and for the process of photosynthesis as well we require it. Now what exactly their role is, that we will take up in a moment, but let's complete the basic aspect of autotrophic nutrition. Now in this particular case, one thing that will going to be fixed apart from the inorganic material is the product that we are getting. The product that we are getting is actually one sort of carbohydrate, which is glucose. Now in this process, what exactly happening is, the raw material or the inorganic matter that we have talked about, that is carbon dioxide and water, these two things will be converted into glucose. That is how the whole set of autotrophic nutrition and process of photosynthesis is more or less connected about. Now the examples for this particular set of mode of nutrition that we will most of the time observe are different set of green plants, algae and cyanobacteria. Now this is whole set of basic idea about autotrophic nutrition. The next that we are moving into is what exactly the process of photosynthesis is. Now as the name itself suggests, and I have explained it just right now, that photosynthesis is more or less the combination where we say that in the presence of sunlight, the synthesis means making of food takes place. But in case of plants, what exactly is that particular factor which is doing so, and how exactly the things are going on? So that particular aspect in case of plants is that they do have a green colored pigment, that is chlorophyll, which is capable which is making the plant capable of converting light energy from sun to the chemical energy. Now why are we pointing out this thing as chemical energy? Like we can make out that why we are using the term light energy, because we are talking about sunlight. But why are we talking about chemical energy? The reason behind this is the simple inorganic substances that just right now we have talked about, those things are a sort of chemicals. And the product that we have talked about, that is glucose, is again nothing but a chemical thing. So in a way we can clearly say this thing, that chemicals are involved here. So ultimately we can straight away say this thing, that it is the process where light energy will be converted to chemical energy. Now after this thing, the products that we are getting will be utilized by the different set of cells of the body where this whole process is going on. Apart from this aspect that during the process of photosynthesis things are being made, things are being utilized, one thing that we need to keep in mind is that this particular set of carbohydrate that we are getting as a product of this process, that is glucose, is the plant utilizing that glucose immediately, like when and where it is produced, or is it like this that it may store it somewhere in the body? Then the answer to this particular question is that it is happening both ways. One, it will going to utilize it immediately, and second, whenever there will going to be any amount which is in excess, then in that case this glucose will be stored in the form of starch in different set of plant parts. Now what exactly happens over here is that this particular stored starch will be utilized by the plant when it is not photosynthesizing. On the other hand, the same starch will be utilized by different set of animals, different set of organisms on earth which are dependent on these plants as their food. So they are nothing but the starch that is stored in the plant part that we are consuming in form of food. So it is not only taking care of the requirement of plant, but also taking care of the requirement of other organisms. So this is how the whole thing related with photosynthesis is. Rest of the concept we will going to take up in the next class. So till then, keep learning and stay safe.